negativity about the effort.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Fulham and Beyond. Tim, joined as always by Kai, here to discuss the Germany and England performances in the international break so far. We'll start with the Germans, mate. Routine win against Iceland, 3-0.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
Yeah, of course. I expected a win, and we won. But I didn't expect that we would quite dominating like we did. But of course, I like to see it. But you could clearly see a reaction on the recently bad results against Spain and so on. Yeah. We completely dominated the game. I think in the first half we had like 72% possession.
Yeah.
Over 400 passes. Iceland has only 60 or something. And we shot goals early in the game, so that makes the game for us a lot of easier. First game, 3rd minute Goretzka, followed by Havertz 4 minutes later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Bang,
perfect
bang.
start.
Yeah.
But even after that, you could see we wanted to do more. Yeah. But of course, we didn't push too hard, in my opinion. But it's normal when you're leading 2-0. You know, don't take any risk or whatsoever. Yeah. But you could see there was creativity, there was effort, they were trying to create chances. Even Iceland was sitting very deep, you know, and they are not a bad defensively team. You know what I mean?
That's what they are, isn't it? Defensive
but we
unit.
still could manage to create chances. What I really like to see. And the midfield was just outstanding. Kimmich, Goretzka, Gündogan. Then you have Sane, Havertz, Gnabry.
That
it was
front
so
six
much
is lit.
pace, so much pace and technique in and we showed what we are capable of. Even if it's just Iceland. No offense, but you know. But when we play like this against other teams as well, I'm not worried at all.
Kimmich's a star, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%. He is just so intelligent about what's on the pitch, his decision making, the ways he's going, anticipation, and yeah, he's how you say it when. Not a battle in a battle.
Yeah.
Against other players.
Yeah.
He's always like you think he can't lose.
Yeah.
Because he's so clever. Yeah.
Yeah. He always wins the 50-50.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, without many fouls as well. It's like similar to Lahm, because Lahm played defender like for the majority of his career, but never get a red card or something.
Yeah.
Even was never he booked with a yellow card or whatsoever. You see how good you are. And Kimmich is the same, not the same type of player, but similar, I would say.
I see similarities in Lahm as well, like positional and like the way he plays
but Kimmich is more like an emotional leader as well. Lahm was more quiet on the pitch.
True.
You know? Of course, nevertheless, he was a leader, yeah, but Kimmich is more like, how you say, outspoken?
Yeah.
Yeah? So, yeah, I like to see that as well, because especially in the midfield. But I think maybe for the Euros he will play right back, probably, because when Kroos is coming back, who are you going to sacrifice? Basically, you can't sacrifice Gündogan because he's just
scored another goal, man.
Yeah,
and it was a banger as well.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, it's too good. Kimmich should play. Goretzka is a beast as well. From box to box, he's just too good. I don't know.
Goals. And your boy Toni Kroos is going to come back again as well.
Yeah, maybe
he will.
I don't wish him bad, but maybe he get injured.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
No, start, for sure.
You know, the thing is, Toni Kroos plays good when Germany plays good. Yeah? That is nice to see.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what I'm always complaining about is, in games when the leaders have to show up, he didn't, in my opinion. I have a nice little story about that.
Yeah.
In 2012, there was a semi-final against Italy. Before the game, I was with friends in the garden, from a friend, and we hear, the TV was off, but we hear the radio, and they announced the squad, who's playing. And at that time, Toni Kroos wasn't like a regular starter. Yeah, from time to time, yes, but not a regular starter.
He was a buy-in back then, yeah.
And I hear the name Toni Kroos, and I was fuming.
Really?
Before the game. How can he play there? He's not good enough. What he's doing there? You know what I mean? Before the game. And the funny thing is, before Balotelli scored for the 1-0, who did a mistake?
It was Toni.
No, it's true. And
so it's just
that
always
day, Bob,
had an agenda
more,
against Toni Kroos.
No, he's good. I like him.
Yeah.
When Germany plays good, he looks good as well. Yeah. I like it, but yeah, I'm not a fan of his playing style. Let's say like this, you know.
99% pass completion when you're passing 2 meters.
Of course, we had a lot of like this as well on yesterday, but we had no other choice. You need to do a lot of passes to try to get a chance, you know, to outplay the defenders. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, the lineup is fire, man. I'm not gonna lie.
And to be honest, I didn't expect it like this because we had the similar lineup or players in the recent games as well, and it was not just. I don't know, something happened. It means like the players know, okay, it's a World Cup now. Everybody wants to play in the World Cup.
Yeah, it means something, doesn't it?
So we decide if we can play there. So we need to perform. And everybody wants to play there. So I have to perform good. That Joglu will take me to the Euros and maybe the coach after him to the World Cup. You know what I mean? So that's why it's now. Because it's so short period of time, we need to do the qualification. And in between the qualification, it's the Euros. Normally you have like 1.5, 2 years time to qualify for the qualifications. You don't have that now, so it's not even more important to be there on point.
100%. This is the last squad international announcement before they announce the squads for the Euros.
Normally you have friendlies before that, but we don't have that now.
Yeah.
And I really like what to see. Even from the substitute, Neuers came in, young prospect. To be honest, did well for his young age. He has a good, quite vision for the pitch. Musiala played himself fixed for Germany.
Officially not English anymore.
Came in for Havertz. Of course, he will not start, but it's always good to have a young guy to bring in. Like I said, they're more like unpredictable. You know what I mean? Do some things you never would expect it, maybe. Yeah. So I like to see that. Werner was on the bench, but I think in the normal lineup you should start with Werner.
Kai Havertz played a false nine, was it, or was it Gnabry up?
To be honest, the lineup was like 4-1-2-2-1 basically. They showed like this, but Havertz and Sane was switching. It was like Havertz, Gnabry and Sane was like rotating all the time where they're going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would like to say, but Werner can do that as well. Mm-hmm. But I think Werner's even more clinical than one of the goal. Yeah. So I like to see him as well, but of course I don't mind to start Gnabry, Havertz or Sane. You know,
that's just a fire front three, mate.
And then one guy I like a lot, to be honest, came in the 86 minutes is Ami Younes from Frankfurt.
Yeah.
He played in Napoli as well before.
He was at Ajax or something before.
He had quite a lot clubs already, but now he's like in a perfect football age, I would say, so 27 or 26, yeah, and he did very well this season for Frankfurt. And I like him. Just his playing style, because he didn't change like the last 6-7 years how he played. It just depends on the team we are playing in. Of course, now it's like just fitting wide. So you have good options on the bench.
Did Marco Reus not make that squad?
No, because I think he was injured recently a lot. Even the last games he played. Man. But maybe it's still not close the window, I would say, because it's always important to have player with this experience in the squad. So I would like to have him as well. Yeah, but right now I think because the coach always discusses things with the club as well, and the club said, okay, he was quite a lot of injured, he needs a break, because he just came back to form in the last 3-4 games for Dortmund. So when you put another 3 games in like 2 weeks, and then the last games for the Bundesliga are starting, so you know what I mean, just to rest him maybe. But when he performs well, I'm sure he will be in the lineup for the European Championship, and a lot of young prospects who are in now will not make the squad. I'm sure.
Musiala in with a shout, or it's too young?
Maybe Musiala will, but Florian Wirtz, 17 years old.
17's
it's
young,
just to let him like see, okay, this is the national squad, this is how it's going to be. You can be like the first baby steps into it. You know what I mean? That's why I think he did that, but not because he's a prospect for the Euros, in my opinion. Yeah, and Neuer as well is a good player, but the midfield is stacked. So
it's looking good, man.
And I'm still hoping for Reus and Müller in the squad.
I can't.
And you don't have to sacrifice someone. Like I said, Florian Wirtz is 17 years old. He won't be mad if he won't make the squad.
Like
for
if
the European
Wirtz and
Championship.
Younes came out or something,
Maybe.
And Müller and a Reus.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, you want to have them and to have the experience and want to test them. Yeah, I get it. But like a Neuhaus, like even if I like him, even Younes or like a Wirtz, like I said, it's just to sniff the national team a little bit, to get started.
Yeah.
And that's why I think nobody would be angry when they don't make the squad in the summer. Yeah. So I still hope for Thomas Müller, to be fair.
Let's see. And you got what, Romania next?
Yeah, on Sunday.
Another win, surely.
Hopefully.
I mean,
but of
you
course.
never know about football, but I mean it's.
Yeah, but I think from strength here, it's same like Iceland. It's not really much more or less,
Yeah, you're going
but
away.
But can be a tough opponent.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Because it's always hard for teams. Or not hard for teams when you play against teams. You play against Germany or England. For teams like this, it's like
cup final.
It's like our match. We play against like one of the best teams in the world. We have to do everything. So that's why it's always hard matchups. But I'm looking forward for it, and I think the lineup will stay. Maybe Werner will make the squad, in my opinion. Maybe he will start with another surprise. Maybe and Musiala starts or whatever, just to test something. Because now is the time to test things as well, yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good start, man.
Yeah, and I will predict 3-0 as well against Romania.
Another 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, let's talk about your England boys.
Yeah. England, man. Like, I can't get too hyped and I can't be too negative because of San Marino. Like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but San Marino are ranked 210th in the world. It's the lowest FIFA ranking nation in world football.
But to be honest, I don't give a shit about FIFA rankings, when you be honest.
Yeah, but...
You know what I mean? Because look how Germany or England are in this ranking. This makes
England
no
like
sense.
fourth or something.
Belgium is first.
Yeah.
Belgium is first. Of course they play well, maybe, but...
What have they won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have they achieved? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
But yeah, I get
But when
what
you
you're
put
saying.
it in perspective,
yeah, of course.
you should be going and battering this side. I was happy with the lineup. Like, it's good not that Harry Kane didn't play because obviously he's played a lot of football for Tottenham and he needs to be fit for the games against Albania and Poland, which will be bigger tests. You can't be playing Harry Kane in the game against San Marino. So I was happy with the lineup. Sterling was captain, was okay. Lingard, like, as much as, you know, people know I don't really rate Lizzie Lingard.
It's like his Toni Kroos.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally. I just don't rate him. And he was good, but the thing is, he didn't score. He had about 5 or 6 shots, and he didn't score a single goal. But he played well. I think he got man of the match as well, actually, to be honest. So he did quite well. Happy to see Pope in goal as well, which I said I was really happy to see Pope.
But he didn't have something to prove
I mean,
himself,
no disrespect. We probably could have put like John Stones in goal and paid another player just to because we had like 88% possession or something ridiculous. Calvert-Lewin started, got a couple of goals. Probably should have had a couple more as well. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you can't really rate a team performance.
The thing is, when you play against San Marino, are you mentally... It's very hard to put yourself mentally and physically 100% on the pitch.
Of course.
Especially when you lead like 2-0, 3-0. Of course, everybody wants to see, okay, you have to shoot like 7-8 goals. Yeah, but the big challenge is laying ahead of you.
Yeah.
So you... I don't know.
You switch off a bit, you reserve yourself. At half-time, I think it was 3 or 4, and it's just like, all right, second half, come on.
Yeah, we play, when we shoot another goal, fine. If not, don't... Injure yourself, maybe with
exactly suspensions, this kind of shit.
Yeah.
One player who I was really impressed with was Bellingham, mate. Jude Bellingham. Yeah.
He came in, no?
Yeah, he came on at half time. He did really well. I was really impressed. I mean, again, it's against San Marino, but a 17-year-old kid, and he didn't look phased. Like he was, because he's played at like top level, like Dortmund, Champions League, and he looked on the ball like a baller, mate. I was really impressed with Jude Bellingham. Yeah.
So you think it's justified for the jersey retirement number in Birmingham?
They might retire the
maybe in England as well.
Yeah, maybe they'll retire his name. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if a player like Bellingham went to the Euros. Honestly, at 17 years old, I mean, you'd have to leave out a big name player probably to get him in the team. But I wouldn't be surprised the way he's progressing.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I always say, of course, someone has to earn his spot in the national team. Nowadays, it's like a little bit, it's not like 10, 20 years ago, But I'm always in for it, like if 1 or 2 prospects on the bench to bring on, because they can make a difference sometimes, because they're so unpredictable and they have nothing to lose. They're more fearless than a player has more experience. You need both, but that's why I think maybe he's a good option for that.
Yeah, But even if he doesn't come on the pitch, just to give him a tournament vibe, how it feels like to represent a country in a tournament. Yeah. Could be good for Jude Bellingham. I'm happy. Ollie Watkins came on, scored a goal as well. So, I mean, the strikers were all scoring goals. So at the end of the day, it was a good performance. The passing was good. The movement was good. The thing is, we should have scored more goals. But at the end of the day, like you say, once you score 2, 3, 4 against San Marino, it just kind of switch off a bit.
But so on Sunday, you think Calvert-Lewin will sit on the bench for Kane?
It's a good question. I think Kane will start because at the end of the day, it's still World Cup qualifying. You can't take the piss out of it. Yeah. You need to play your best team. The thing is, what I want to see against Albania on Sunday is the team that he wants to play for the Euros. I want to see it now, because the more you play together before the Euros with the same strongest 11, you get used to each other's playing style, you really suit the system more. That's what I want to see now. Yeah. San Marino, it's an experiment, it's a free hit. No matter who plays, you're going to win 5, 6, 7. But against Albania away, when you could only win 2-0, 3-1, something like this, I want to see the main lineup starting, ready to go, except of course the goalkeeping situation.
But when you look at your offensive line, you are stacked as well. And even your Foden was on the bench, Kane was on the bench, Sancho not nominated.
Yeah.
You have a lot of options. Yeah. And especially in the front. Foden, I would even see him but Mount is like a favorite from Southgate, I think.
Mount will start.
Yeah.
I'm confident Mount will start in the Euros.
Of course, he's a slightly different player than Foden, because Foden is more like more upfront. I think more
Yeah.
more offensively. But like I said, I really like Foden as a player, and yeah, you have a good lineup. Would you say you have like Calvert-Lewin, Watkins, and Kane now as a natural strikers?
Yeah.
Yeah, a really natural
Box
striker,
strikers.
not like false nine whatsoever.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Because we don't have we have just Werner basically.
Yeah.
You know what? But it's fine.
You don't need
it's
it.
no. But you think Bamford should be there in the squad? Because I read a lot about like he got snubbed for the spot. What do you say?
I like Bamford as a player, and I think he works hard. So when you put him in a Bielsa team, he looks really good because he works hard like the other 10 players, running in intensive play. Would I put him in the England squad? It's tough. I mean, I think it's between him and Watkins for the final striker. Yeah, I think he'll take 3. I think he'll take Kane, Calvert-Lewin as the second one, and I think it's between Watkins and Patrick Bamford for the last one. Because he'll sacrifice a striker, because we normally take 4.
Yeah.
He'll sacrifice a striker and bring in like another attacking midfielder,
Yeah.
like a Foden, a Grealish, a Bellingham, something like that. So I think he'll take 3. So it's really a shootout between Watkins and Bamford. And like we said before, this is the last international call-up before the Euros. So I think Watkins will go.
Because in my opinion, it's like Bamford is more similar striker than as Kane. You know what I mean? So
Movement-wise.
Watkins is different.
Yeah.
Calvert-Lewin is different, and Kane. So you have 3 different kind of strikers, which is a huge plus in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's why you could when you sacrifice Watkins, for example, for Bamford, you have like 2 most similar strikers and
Right.
Calvert-Lewin. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't like Bamford. You know what I mean? But like you said, he's perfect for the system in Leeds.
Yeah.
But for the Southgate system,
Yeah, it's different.
yeah,
The thing is, I think he'll go. The Southgate system is 5 at the back
Yeah.
as well, so it's a completely different
Yeah.
system what he's used to playing at Leeds. I mean, we played 4 against San Marino at the back, because if you play 5 at the back against San Marino,
could
I mean,
even
fuck.
play 3 to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. You couldn't even without a goalkeeper, mate.
Yeah.
Fuck off if you play 5 at the back. So he had to play 4. But I think in Albania away he'll go back to the 5, and he'll play the system. But I want to see that if he I don't like Southgate's position on the 5 at the back. I'm not a fan. I like the 4. When you're England, you should be taking the game to them. But if he wants to play the 5, fuck it, let him play the 5. But he needs to do it now against Albania. For the rest of the World Cup qualifying, for the rest of the games to play for England, he has to play the system now that he wants to play. Because I don't want to be messing around with 4 at the back, 5 at the back, Mount here, Grealish here, Ward-Prowse here, Phillips here, whatever, and experimenting. I want the lineup that he wants to play now.
You think Grealish will make the squad?
Yes. Grealish starts in my England squad.
In
my England
and
11.
I'm not saying about your
No,
squad.
ask any England fan.
Yeah,
if
I know,
Grealish
but
starts.
Southgate, I have the impression he's not a fan.
Southgate's a knob.
Yeah, but he's not. You know what I mean? But is he fully fit? But will you take a player who's not at 100%? Is the other question.
Okay.
Even if it's Jack Grealish.
If Grealish isn't fit, if he's not 100%, if he's had a few injuries, I won't take him. You have to have players
Yeah, that's what I'm
100%
saying.
fit. But if Grealish is 100% fit, he has to be on that plane.
But who will you sacrifice for it?
A third, that's what I mean. You take 3 strikers, so you bring another midfielder like a Grealish, because Mount will go, Foden will go 100%, and Grealish, I hope, will go.
So you think maybe Lingard not making the squad?
Lingard won't make the squad. And I'm not because I'm against Jesse Lingard. I'm just saying, when you have Grealish, Mount, who will make it because he always plays. But in this position, you can play Foden at right wing, you can play Sterling at right wing, you can play Sancho at right wing, and Grealish on the left. Lingard, come on, he doesn't make that squad for me. But he does have tournament experience.
Yeah.
And Southgate liked Lingard. I mean, like you say, he doesn't play for 6 months, plays 5 games, and he's in the squad. It's ridiculous.
5 good games, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, 3 out of 5.
The last 5 games, Grealish didn't play at all. So.
Yeah, but he's
yeah, but you need the game practice as well.
yeah, yeah. Look,
I get why you want Grealish, but everybody wants Grealish because he's just like a rising, not a rising star, because he's not like 20 or whatsoever.
He's 26, man.
But he has his breakthrough year. Last year, I would say.
Yeah.
If he was good in the championship before that, but you can't count it as a breakthrough
Yeah.
year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last year was his breakthrough year,
Yeah,
and he continued to perform well when he's playing this year.
yeah. Southgate's got a massive problem on his hands. It's a good problem to have as a coach, but when you have players like Grealish, Foden, Mount, and also James Maddison at Leicester, who's doing really well, and he's 22, and he didn't even make this squad. I mean, Lingard made the squad.
He's like injured as well, no?
I think he is injured at the moment, to be fair.
Like at least not fully fit, So maybe the same with Royce in Germany. Okay, let's keep him give him a break. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, I'm happy with the performance. Result could have been more, but the squads. I mean, I think this is going to be the final squad, minus bringing in a couple of players. I think Grealish will come in for Lingard and so on and so forth. But look, I can't complain about the performance. It was good. Yeah. And then Albania away, I mean, we should win. I think we will win. And I think Southgate now, as I say, needs to play the 11 that he wants to start in the first game of the Euros against Croatia. He said it, as well. They asked him in the interview and he's like, do you know what your 11 is already for Croatia? And he said, yes. So he knows it. So now he needs to play it because they need to get used to each other and get used to the system.
He knows it already?
Yeah. He's like, do you have an idea? And he said, yes.
An idea, yeah, of course you have an idea. But I think like you have always like a basic, like from 5-6 players, you know they will play. Yeah. And the rest is like,
Yeah. What pisses me off is the goalkeeping situation because I know he's going to play Pickford. And I'm not happy about that.
Maybe he's not fit. Let's see.
Yeah. But against Albania away, my prediction, 5 at the back, I don't think we'll concede. I'm going to go 2-0.
Okay.
2-0 England away from home. Harry Kane and Jesse Lingard.
Yeah,
because you'll probably score.
I backed him since day one.
True.
To be fair.
True.
10 years ago, I started to follow his journey.
FIFA 11, I signed him on career mode. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. We're going to come back on Monday to review the games: Germany against Romania and England against Albania.
Yeah.
So hopefully another 2 wins for us to talk about and be happy about. So far, so good. 5-0 and 3-0. Long may it continue. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Bye-bye. Hey guys, it's me, Kai, and Tim from Fulham and Beyond. Thank you for watching our video. And if you like what you see, maybe you want to subscribe and put the notifications on so you can see more of our content. And we always appreciate a like as well.
Yeah, definitely. If you do have any topics that you'd like us to discuss as well, feel free to send us a message on Instagram or comment on our YouTube channel. We'll put the link to that Instagram in the description below. Thanks so much.
Thank you.